We investigate, making the Coachella Valley a better place to live. This is KMIR 6 News, breaking news.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gino Lamont alongside Elizabeth Bobie, and we want to tell you about some breaking news happening right now. Wildfire is burning out of control just north of Interstate 10 near Banning. It's been dubbed the Summit Fire. Dry winter leaves are being blamed for this blaze, at least early on. Road closures and evacuations are in place, and we do have some new details for you want to tell you about. But again, you're looking at live pictures of a wildfire burning out of control north of Interstate 10, just outside of Banning.
Here's the situation for residents in that area right now. Residents on Indian School Lane and the top of 8th Street have been evacuated by the Banning Police Department. Road closures are in place on all of Wilson Street between San Gorgonio and Highland Springs Avenue. This fire started around 12:30 this afternoon at the intersection of San Gorgonio and Summit Drive. It is being called the Summit Fire because of that. It is burning out of control at this hour, 0% containment.
Again, this fire was originally reported about 12:38 this afternoon and has doubled in size, we're told, in the last hour to nearly 200 acres that are ablaze right now. Here's a quick recap of the resources currently available to firefighters there. 425 firefighters are already on the scene, and many, many more are streaming into the area. 46 engines are there. 16 Sky personnel currently working this fire, including 6 choppers, 6 air tankers, and 6 fire crews are in the sky. There is 1 water's truck already on the scene to help refuel those firefighters as they continue, water tender, as they continue to fight this fire. Also 2 bulldozers in case they want to do a back burn or try to stop the progression of this fire in the next few hours.
Strong winds are fanning this fire right now. Wind gusts of 30 miles an hour or more, fueling this fire and pushing it strong in a westward direction. You're looking at live aerial images of this fire right now. You can see the parts that are black and that have already burned. You can see right there as the camera zooms in, there are homes in this area. We're trying to get confirmation on the amount of structures burned. We are told that there is a possibility at least 1 home has been damaged at this area. Again, residents in the area of 8th Street and Indian School Lane have already been evacuated by the Banning PD, and there are road closures in place on all of Wilson Street between San Gorgonio and Highland Springs. Again, this is the Banning area, and right now this fire is spreading into the direction of Cherry Valley. That is to the west along I-10. Again, strong winds fueling this fire tonight or this afternoon, and also you can imagine the air quality. You can see that smoke rising into the air. If you have any breathing troubles, you're going to want to stay away from that area. Again, this is headed in a westward direction right now.
The location is described as Myas Canyon and Bluff Road. We join us on the phone right now. Can you please tell us what you know?
Hi, is this for Julie?
Hi, Julie?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. What can you tell us?
Well, we have well over 150 acres burning on this fire. It is burned from the northern edge of Banning out towards the Cherry Valley area of, beyond Beaumont there. It's burning, being pushed by a 30 to 35 mile an hour wind in very hot, dry fuels. And it's a very warm day, low humidity, and a 30 to 35 mile an hour wind.
Julie, I understand you're with CAL FIRE. Could you tell us how many residents are in the area of this fire this afternoon?
You know, there's several hundred just to the north of the Banning area, and that's an area called the Banning Bench. And there was 1 home I saw that was damaged in that area. Now we have probably 600 or more homes out in front of this in the Highland Springs, Beaumont area, and into Cherry Valley. It'll increase a bit more after we get into that area.
And if residents are here, possibly in the Coachella Valley, watching this on TV right now, seeing their homes out there, knowing this is in the area, what should they do? Should they run home? Should they go to the evacuation center?
The best thing to do is go to the evacuation center, check in with Red Cross. Your area may not have been evacuated, but I'll be honest, there's some areas that people are just not going to be able to get into right now because there's just too much fire moving across those areas. So I encourage everybody to be patient. Hopefully they've prepared their home and their family well in advance, and we just need to allow the firefighters to get in there and make those stands and stop this fire and put so it doesn't go into any additional homes.
Julie, we know that it's 0% contained right now. Do firefighters have any hope of any containment in the next couple of hours?
You know, it's going to be a challenge because of the strong winds we're getting, and we have to remember these winds are just getting established out of the east, and we're in a transition to a very strong east wind. It's going to take a little bit of time for us to get to that point where we get a full straight east wind blowing. So people are going to have to be very heads up, very aware. I'm driving through homes right now that the fire has literally burned up right to their yards, and thankfully they had clearance, so it has not just damaged their home or destroyed any of those homes.
Are there structural firefighters in place out there too for the residents and neighborhoods?
You bet. CAL FIRE called in all sort of resources and folks to assist from all the agencies in Southern California, and everybody's jumping in to help us out, as well as our air fleet and our hand crews and such. So everybody is committed to getting in here and protecting these communities.
Fire moving this fast, it seems like a very extra dangerous fire to fight out there. Hopefully there haven't been any injuries. Have you heard of anything like that, or smoke injuries either?
I have not heard of any, and again, I just can't stress this is so much like a fire we would normally see in September or October, and we literally are just in the early months of spring. Already to see this extreme behavior is a wake-up call. Everybody needs to be prepared.
And meaning some defensible space out there, as you mentioned, which has already protected a few homes.
Exactly. Defensible space, have an emergency plan, evacuate early if you need to evacuate.
Julie, are you still there? Okay, Julie, it looks, sounds like we've lost Julie Hutchison.
Julie's on the scene there. She said she was driving through the neighborhood. Some 600 homes are threatened right now from this Summit fire burning out of control just on the north side of the freeway near Banning. But as she mentioned, though, there could be hundreds, if not thousands, of more homes threatened as this thing makes its way into Cherry
Just getting
Valley.
started, that's right. High winds are fueling this fire along with dry brush out there. This is an extreme fire danger season, she said, much like what we see in October and September when the Santa Ana winds start picking up. Again, hundreds of firefighters out there battling this blaze right now, but 0% containment thus far.